Tesla vehicles that roll by the rally are fair game for these protesters. Just behind the rally, Tesla security keeps a close eye on the 300 people in front of the dealership on Boylston.
Elon Musk has got to go.
In the past week, Tesla boycotters peacefully rallied in Dedham and Watertown, while arson investigators
were intentionally set on fire. You can see them really badly burned, just charred remains of those two stations right there. A couple more here as well. WBZ's Louisa Moeller's live for us in Littleton tonight. Louisa, police are asking for the public's help, try to track down whoever did this.
And David, can you see these right behind me? I mean, they are so charred in some spots that you can't see the Tesla logo anymore. And actually, there was a Tesla contractor who just told me to step a little bit further away for safety reasons. Now, here's what we know at this point. There is actually a residential street just up the hill from here. Someone late last night was going to bed, saw the flames down here, called firefighters. And the firefighters say there was some sort of evidence left behind that would suggest this was intentional.
As well here in the Puget Sound.
We've shown you several of them outside his two big businesses, Tesla and SpaceX. But that's not the only anti-Musk sentiment. We've seen the anger directed at Tesla drivers here, resulting in some actual crimes. A Tesla set on fire, drivers ambushed in their cars, and some even putting anti-Elon stickers on vehicles. Carrying signs, dozens gathered outside his stores in Redmond. Fox 13 reporter Nia Wong was there this afternoon. So, Nia, what did protesters say?
Protesters have been showing up every Wednesday for the past 3 weeks in front of SpaceX and Starlink in Redmond, and they tell me they're going to keep coming out until Elon Musk gets out of our government affairs. Washingtonians speaking out against Elon Musk.
He's not democratically elected. He has a lot of power.
Voicing their frustrations in front of SpaceX and Starlink in Redmond.
SpaceX has done some wonderful things. Elon Musk is doing some terrible things.
Protesters say Musk is unappointed and unfit to coordinate cuts in federal funding to multiple programs and agencies.
He's just ripping the whole fabric of our country apart. And we need to stop him. We do. We need to stop this.
While this weekly gathering remains peaceful,
we're getting bigger.
Others, like at this rally in downtown Seattle, took a different turn. Cheers turned to jeers when Cybertrucks drove in front of the Henry M. Jackson Federal Building during another rally on Tuesday afternoon. One Tesla rolled through the block, but not without getting its roof smashed in. While Seattle PD reveals the frequency of vandalism against Tesla vehicles has increased after the election, there hasn't been a visible difference between the year-to-date of 2024 and 2025. They say the weekly count remains between 1 to 2 incidents each week. In the other Washington, Elon Musk has received plenty of support from Republican lawmakers. Last night, he received a standing ovation from GOP members, and President Trump thanked him for his hard work. One senator even said this.
It's always great to hear from Elon about what they're accomplishing, how much money they're saving, the process they're going.
The outrage is Musk's role in President Donald Trump's administration. As head of the Department of Government Efficiency, Musk is driving drastic federal spending cuts. However, his critics argue these moves sidestep Congress and could personally benefit him.
Yeah, so there's lots of different things that people are doing to stand up against what the Trump administration is doing. And, you know, some of those are expressions of opposition that happen in protests and rallies. But when you do it right in front of a showroom door, that takes it from an expression of opposition to direct action and resistance against the Musk and all of the terrible things that he is doing.
More than 50 protests were listed on the website Tesla Takedown, a hub for activists. Demonstrations have already rocked cities like Tucson, St. Louis, New York, Dayton, Charlotte, and Palo Alto. And organizers see this as a long-term battle against Musk's reach in politics.
The message today is to stop Elon, stop this terrible tearing up of our government, and get things back to normal. They should rehire all the people they fired. They need to reinstate USAID. Trump should not be bullying President Zelensky, who is an absolute hero. This country has just gone completely off the rails. This government, led by Trump and Musk, it's gone completely off the rails, and we're here to stop that.
However, the protests have not been entirely peaceful. In New York City, about 300 people gathered at a Tesla dealership. 9 were arrested. The police have not revealed the charges. Vandalism has also surged. A Tesla dealership in Colorado was attacked with Molotov cocktails. The building was spray-painted with the words Nazi cars, and federal prosecutors have charged a woman in connection with the incident. Jewish groups fear a rise in anti-Semitism is fueling the hostility.
Everyone here feels really shocked by what has happened, especially the number and manner in which individuals have been, in our opinion, illegally fired. The public.
But Musk, who also leads SpaceX and social media platform X, remains defiant.
People, American citizens, are protesting the organization that's trying to prevent the government from robbing them. I mean, complete idiots. People are protesting.
His supporters argue that DOGE is necessary to cut government waste. And the White House has backed him, with spokesperson Harrison Fields stating, protests won't stop Trump and Musk from making government more efficient. Hitting Musk where it hurts the most since the protests, Tesla's stock has taken a hit. After Trump took office, its value has dropped by nearly a third. Forbes estimates his net worth at $359 billion, up from $195 billion in 2024. Despite the protests, Musk shows no sign of slowing down. DOGE officials continue making deep government cuts, shutting down agencies like the U.S. Agency for International Development. With tensions rising, the battle against Musk is far from over. The question remains, will the protests dent Tesla's dominance, or is Musk simply too powerful to stop?
Well, the violence comes as Tesla employees around the world are on higher alert due to the activities of company founder Elon Musk. Many dealerships have been picketed in recent weeks and even targeted with criminal attacks. The latest violence in Tigard, Oregon, just outside Portland, where police are investigating vandalism involving gunfire. On Wednesday, at least 7 bullets tore into a dealership in an overnight attack, damaging 3 cars and shattering windows. No one was injured, and so far, no arrests. But in another Oregon incident, police have a 41-year-old man in custody. He allegedly targeted a dealership in Salem, causing major damage with Molotov cocktails in January, and then opening fire with an AR-15 style rifle last month. Oregon has been a hotbed for protest action against Elon Musk and Tesla, and there's a growing grassroots movement called Tesla Takedown. Lawful picketers are condemning any violence and vandalism.
You have a right to protest. We who served in the military said to give you that right, but not to up and destroy and shoot and burn and whatever. No, go protest. Stand up, scream and holler, get your bullhorn out, go do your thing. But no violence.
6 protesters were arrested at a Manhattan Tesla dealership this morning after hundreds of New Yorkers swarmed the showroom there. Planet Over Profit posted this video of demonstrators being detained. Now, after activists tried to occupy the dealership, protesters chanted, "We need clean air, not another billionaire." A similar demonstration at the same showroom last month saw 9 protesters arrested.
Tesla's in Brookline.
We're not condoning property damage for sure, but also Elon should keep in mind that if he wants to attack the basic rights, the basic well-being of regular people, he shouldn't be surprised when some people decide to, do something more direct about it.
This is why we have to be out here next week. This is why we have to act every day as if we're in front of Elon, Doge, and Trump.
Elon, Trump, and Doge. 3 targets these demonstrators say they will protest as long as they remain in power.